What did your sibling do that ruined your life? My older sister used to keep records of everything. Journals, Evans, she called them family archives. At first everyone thought it was cute. When she was little, she'd write things down in tiny notebooks. What mom cooked, which movie depicted, which is in the front seat. She remembered birthdays nobody else remembered. To I was born, we probably all the kid because no friends record. She was murmured over to me and a friend bird earlier. I was a Regan Mason finger. Maybe birthdays she preparing us. And then birthdays she came fists. Every vacation she measured photos. She made charts, not as a joke, actual charts. At 11 years old, she made a color-coded binder labeled family balance. Inside were categories: attention, money, time, sacrifices. Under my name, she'd write things like, Dad missed my recital because of her dentist appointment. Mom spent 40 times for her school clothes. 3 extra Bintim stories. She did running told us. My parents thought for Dorian would make her a girl. It didn't. The trick cake sorted. But high school she stopped arguing and went. It's still she collect Vanillian's code blood. It did catch my study out. It's even annoying it with blood. Business later she got out of seats. They lose seats. You got sex for it. Mine. Dad attended 4 of your events and only 2 of mine. You owe me. She said that phrase constantly. You owe me. And somehow everyone started acting like she had a point. Mom would apologize for spending time with me. Dad would cancel things with me to avoid another fight. I stopped asking for help. Stopped celebrating things. Stopped sharing achievements. Because every good thing that happened to me became evidence against me. When I stopped to a good college, everything that we tell the events in 2 weeks. Because every different baby became about loss. She didn't. She sat everyone down with dysphagia. And I guess a slideshow. At each college, it calls it few weeks. Order 2 slides, cause this see guys. Again, she did. To my son to wait such. She concluded that the family had invested more in me and therefore future resources should prioritize her. She wanted my parents to contribute less toward my housing because she was behind in returns. I remember sitting there thinking, this isn't jealousy anymore. This is accounting. My parents still tried keeping peace. Big mistake, because every compromise taught her the system worked. Years later, mom got diagnosed with a serious illness. I moved home. They reduced my hours. I clicked her payments. Clicked. I'm on medication. With my sister moved in later months every couple of weeks, but she series I committed to him. Moved it, she cleaned it differently. So I was clean, was so clean it might be for maybe because I was really she made it scheduled incursions, but she started turning minutes. Then she accused me of excluding her. She'd arrive with printed schedules and ask questions like, how many minutes were you in mom's room yesterday? At one point she asked mom directly, if she wasn't here, would you love me more? Mom cried, and my sister wrote down the answer. That's when something finally clicked for Dad. He realized he'd spent 20 years negotiating with a scoreboard instead of parenting. He told my sister something I never heard him say before. There was never a competition. She laughed. Actually learned. And he said, as the city said, she regarding and dead to me, feeling sick with summons. The name path already falling here. After 15 hours, my sister can't even compete. Then said as a session, back in 11 to teaches and digi after his session. Money, opportunities, and emotional labor. Final line. You took more than your share. For the first time in my life, I didn't defend myself. I wrote one sentence across the front. Love isn't something you can lose because someone else received it. Then I mailed it back. We haven't spoken in 3 years. Then honestly, what ruined my life wasn't recession. And if ruined leaving, I haven't earned the right for years and the constant someone else love.